Let's talk about Donner Hash X Pro. Welcome to my channel, I'm Yasin, and today we're going to talk about Donner Hash X Pro. You already heard the demo. I'm going to talk about the features a little bit. I know there are a couple of reviews already, and because of that I'm going to keep this part short. I want to give my honest feedback and kind of pros and cons list as a modern metal guy. If you're ready, I'm gonna wait for a couple seconds so you can subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I do modern metal and sometimes lo-fi. This is mainly a guitar channel, and I'm also reviewing guitars, drum and bass libraries, plugins, and so many more. I thought mixing a little bit and talk about how I do it. If you like the demo, how I do the demos and mix them, everything is in the channel. I also have covers of Pliny, Alter Bridge, Periphery, Dream Theater, and so many more. If you like these bands, modern metal, in general, metal, and definitely guitar, this channel is for you. Let's start. The body and neck material is mahogany, and fretboard is either roasted maple or HPL. I think HPL is something like Reach Lights. It is neck-through design. It has 22 frets. They are stainless steel jumbo frets, and I didn't feel anything pokey. The neck shape is Slim C. It was easy to practice and work with. I liked it. The scale length is 25.5. Virgin tuners are Donner's own headless design. Pickups are on the neck a single coil, and for the bridge it's a humbucker. They are Donner's Lab Custom Alnico 5 pickups. You also have the option of USB-C usage. This is for battery charging, but also OTG recording, so it will show your DAW as an interface, and you can easily choose that and start recording with the tones that this guitar will provide to you. We have an OLED screen that you can easily see the whole UI and control through the knobs. We have bypass options, so you can use your own digital or analog reg. In the tone part, we have the tone simulation, or alternatively, you can just use the original normal guitar tone that you'll get from this guitar, or alternatively, you can set something like a Strat or a Les Paul. For effects, we have a couple options like a tremolo or a wah. That's actually a really nice addition. For the drive section, we have overdrive, fuzz, or distortion that you can use. We have the amp cap section. You can choose the amp. You have a lot of options here. And for the cap, you can go way down and you will see the cap options. You can also load 10 IRs and you can use your favorite IRs inside. For the delay section, you can choose tape or analog, lo-fi. You have really nice options here. And again, definitely an important part of the tone, you have reverb options that you can use and set very easily. I want to show you the case and with what kind of accessories it's coming with. So it's pretty small, as you can see. And in this first section, which has actually two sections, one of them is the guitar and the other one is the extensions that you can find. I didn't actually open most of the accessories, but I'd like to show them to you. So they provide you an instrument cable, so if you're in the jam session and just opening the box, actually you can start playing. For the computer OTG recording, you can just connect it very easily. If you're using whatever, it's just gonna work and it's gonna show it as an interface and you can easily use them. We have these details that you can use just, kind of manual. For setting up, they also put some picks and stuff. You can just use these. It also has a couple extra screws and you can just do whatever you want with them. We have the cloth. I actually opened it for cleaning, so it's not packed. It has these little ear tips. You're gonna ask why. Let me show it to you. because they provide you this ear monitor. You can just use this and plug it to the guitar and just play, and you will get the tone, you will get everything. They provide you everything to just jam and play. It's really easy. I'm gonna put this later. It has this strap for the case, and finally the strap they provide, you can just use that and start playing, standing up, gigging and jamming. This is this side, everything came from this place, and on the second part you only have the guitar, and they actually provide a really nice protection. You can just use the fretboard wrap here, and it's kind of safe, it's not moving anywhere. The same goes for here. This is the most important part, I should say, because even though this part is wiggling, this is pretty tight. And you also have nice bags here, so it's not gonna get damaged. They actually really designed this well. We talked about the features of this guitar. Now let's understand what kind of tones that you can get stand alone. Only this guitar, and we're gonna plug this to the interface. There won't be any plugins, except maybe I can increase the volume with the gain plugin a little bit, but besides that there won't be anything at all. You're gonna get the raw sound. Now I'm gonna show you a couple of presets. I'm gonna play a couple notes with them. The goal is here to understand what kind of tonal options that you can get from Donor Hush X Pro. Of course, it's not limited to what I play. I'm gonna give you only one or two, and you can get much more. In the demo, I didn't use any of them, and I used the bypass because I wanted to use my own tone options and get the bypass DI from the guitar. Now I'm gonna play D1. From A to E you have presets, and each of them has 1, 2, 3. And with that you can enable or disable certain things. For example, the first one can be only amp or cab. You can add the distortion in the 2, and for the 3 you can add a bit of delay and reverb, and you can create a lead tone. That's kind of the idea as far as I understand from the presets section, and it sounds like this. This is D1. It only has the amp cab section. If I tap the smart button, it's gonna add the drive. If I tap it again, it's D3. This time we have delay and reverb, exactly the thing I said. And it sounds great to me. Let's try the next one. If you tap, it's gonna do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if you use the smart knob instead of the button, if you don't tap, it's gonna change the presets. And it's actually not A to E, it's A to F. You have one more preset, sorry for that. So this is a 1. It only has amp right now. And now A2 has extra reverb. And A3 has drive and delay as well. And of course the other parameters are probably changed, but I cannot see them here. I can see what is enabled and disabled at the time. Let's try something else. I will go for C1. This is C2, still only the amp. And this one is C3. It has tone simulation, it has effects, amp, delay, and reverb, all of them. Let me give you randomly the F, for example. So this one is F1. It has tone simulation, amp, and reverb, sorry. And for tone, I'm saying tone simulation, but maybe it's just using the guitar normal tone, but adding noise reduction and of course EQ. You can only use that, and you don't have to have the Strat or Tele simulation. You don't have to use that. If you want, it can be beneficial. With this one, I also want to give you kind of a tone selection, actually pickup selection. Now I'm playing both of them. And only neck. And now the bridge again. I'm going to show you F2 and F3, and I'm going to do the pickup selection for a distorted context as well. Let's go back to F2, right? It has amp, tone, and reverb. Let's do F3, which has FX, tone, and amp. And let's choose my favorite, D2 again. And let's go for both of the pickups. And let's go for the neck. Let's play the same or similar thing with the bridge. You heard the tones, you know the potential. Now I want to talk about what I'm thinking about this guitar. Let's start with pros. I like the idea of having a standalone tone. If you don't want to bring your modeler, if you don't want to bring your amp, it's much easier to have the tones from this guy and just send it to a mixer or use OTG recording to record your ideas in your DAW. It's much easier in every aspect, I should say. Of course, it's not gonna be the tone that you can control and like, but still, I think it's a very good step to record whatever you have at that moment. It's also really good for practicing, because if you're in a hotel room, you don't have to bring extra cables and a modeler. All you need to do is to use ear monitors they provide you, or alternatively, if you have something better, you can also use that. Just plug that in, put your ears and start practicing. You don't have to disturb anyone. Your neighbors will be happy. If you're in a hotel, people will be happy, and you can practice as much as you want. The design for the guitar is actually really cool. It's the headless design that we know, but they have these extensions that are you can easily plug and take it out. And The case size is also really small, so you can easily travel with this thing. I mean, that's the idea anyway. But you can put it in the planes, you can put it in the bus, you can take it with you anywhere, everywhere, and it's gonna be much easier to bring any other stuff. Surprisingly, I like the scale length. 25.5 is kind of a surprise to me, but since I don't use standard or drop D too much, this guy is in drop C sharp right now, and I'm really happy that 25.5 is actually supporting that really well, because it could be much smaller than that, and I probably had to compromise with higher gauge, which I definitely don't like because it kills the definition a little bit. The tone simulation is kind of part of the whole guitar, wood, tone, whatever debate. If I like my guitars, if I like to look at them, and if I like to play with them, it's more than okay to me. The tone selection, effect selection, drive selection they have is actually really good. You can get most of the tones that you like. It's not necessarily the exact thing you're gonna want. It's not gonna feel great and big and analog, but it actually works really well. The little notes that I have, I was watching Herman Lee's review of this guitar before actually making my own, and he mentioned that the Soldana that he had in Cortex is actually pretty similar and close to the one he used from here. So it's kind of a professional reference I could give you. In my case, I didn't check it with the Soldana plugin, and I don't have a Cortex, so I don't have too much opinion on this matter. I like the UI and features they implement on this. It's actually pretty easy to use. You don't have to do anything. There are only a couple of knobs and you can also tap on them. I think they're durable. They didn't feel cheap. They were actually easy to use, nice to use, and you don't make mistakes, you know. It's actually, the sensitivity is actually good enough to do things even on the spot if you're, you know, on a gig or you're jamming and you're changing a couple of things so the tone will fit better. You can actually do that. Now let's talk about the cons. It's only a couple and it's kind of subjective, totally up to me. I almost always play while sitting, and because of that I don't use the strap often, but when I was using it, this strap button place was not so ideal to me, because if I want to go here, my palm actually touches here, and when you don't have the strap, it feels okay, it feels fine. But if you're standing up and you have the strap, you actually have too much material on your palm, and it's a bit weird. The weight was kind of an issue. It's a headless guitar. I thought it's gonna be lighter, but it's not. Probably all the electronics and stuff, all the features that is packed with, making it a little bit weight. It's not overweight though, it's kind of a Strat, or maybe my Custom 24 would be kind of same or similar in weight with this guy. The next thing is actually electronic placement. Since they don't have too much space, they kind of compromised, everything is quite close together, so maybe you need to get used to that. This double stacked knob is actually kind of weird, because I don't change the tone much, so it didn't bother me. But if you're constantly changing tone, you need to be careful about not touching the volume. So this was my pros and cons list. I actually like the guitar, it works well. You already heard the demo, you already heard the sound, you know what kind of potential it has. I think for the price and what it offers and everything that comes with the guitar, I think it's a really nice deal. Because once you get the guitar, I'm looking at the case right now because it's quite small. I just, put it in a small part of my desk and it just, stays there. You can just travel with it everywhere. It's always okay. They give you ear monitors, they give you cable, whatever you have, whatever you need. Once you buy the guitar, once you open the case, everything is ready for you to practice and jam along. You can just, take the whole box to the next jam session, open it there, and you can just play it. It came with a nice setup. I should mention that I didn't have to change too much. I only make the neck adjustments, and I pulled the strings a little bit down so I can play a bit easier. That's how I do it. Metal guys use low action kind of thing. It was also easy to set up, easy to work with. I want to mention again that I mostly sit while I'm playing guitar. It maybe change when I join a band or something, but for now I'm really comfortable like this. So practicing is okay, it's passed. For jam related, or I have to stand up while playing kind of thing, I cannot give you enough feedback for that. I'm too biased. So that is in a nutshell Donner Hush X Pro. I also have a discount code for you. You can find that in the pinned comment section and also in the description. Thanks to the Donner guys for providing me this beautiful instrument. I was kind of wondering how it's gonna feel, how it's gonna sound. It actually passed all the tests for me. I can definitely see myself using this as a practice tool. And if I go somewhere, I don't travel much, but when I do, I think for me the easiest thing will be to bring this instrument and play, record whatever I have, or practice there with my Hush X Pro. It's gonna be much easier. It's not gonna be any hassle. I can just put it everywhere, anywhere, and it's not gonna be a problem. It will actually help me a lot. So that was the video, that was the review. I hope you like it. Definitely subscribe if you didn't. I have a couple, actually I have a lot videos for you. I'm gonna put a couple playlists here, and I hope to see you on the next one.